Tito said it's time to go to work. Let's go.
We're getting the band back
We're getting
together.
the band back together, baby. Oh, my man. I'm feeling good. Hey, enjoy the holiday weekend. The Indians are at it. The Browns are finishing up the games that don't matter so we can get to the ones that do. We won't be here Monday. We are going to have no shortage of things to talk about on Wednesday.
That's great. Yeah, it's going to be a great football weekend. There's even a game at 8:30 Saturday morning because Penn State's playing in Ireland.
Wow,
and there's a game Saturday morning kicking off at 8:30 in the morning, Penn State UCF from Ireland. Why they're playing in Ireland, I have no idea, but it might just be so they can have an 8:30 a.m. kickoff on ESPN2. The rest of the day, some great games, Clemson, Georgia, LSU, Wisconsin later on in the day. Tomorrow is Texas A&M, South Carolina. So there's a ton of great games this weekend. I tweeted yesterday that I think I see no way around about 14 hours straight of watching college football on Saturday. There's just no getting around it.
Man, starting at 8:30 in the morning. There you go, man. Hey, what can you say? What gets that? Is there a reason? What's the draw for that game? Is it Penn State and who'd you say? TCF?
UCF, Central Florida.
UCF, yeah, Central Florida. What makes Ireland want that game? Is there a local draw? Is there an attraction to that?
I honestly have no idea. I've been looking around a little bit to try to find out what the rationale was for that, and I honestly have no idea why they're playing a game in Ireland or how they picked the teams to play it or anything like that. But this just probably too will all become clear as we watch the telecast on Saturday morning.
I guess we got more likelihood to find out why Penn State and Central Florida are playing in Ireland than we do about what took so long with Josh Gordon. So, anyways, Dan Wismar from the Cleats.
Talk to you Wednesday, Jerry. Thanks a lot.
Enjoy your holiday, Dan. You guys can tweet with them at DWismar on Twitter. We're going to take a break. Come on back. Wrap things up. While we're talking college football, interesting. I don't even know where it's going to end up, so I don't know how to comment on this. But an interesting story from, I believe it was from USC campus over the weekend. I don't know if you guys, have you heard about Josh Shaw? Is he a hero or not? We'll talk about that, wrap things up when we come back here on the Sports Fix.
The Sports Fix, your choice for intelligent talk.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Intelligent talk.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
These guys must be on the wrong station.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!
The Sports Fix. It's the Sports Fix. We'll be right back.
Incoming transmission. You got a message.
Sports Fix listeners, don't wait all week to join in on the fun. Follow the Sports Fix on Facebook. They love friends. It's just a click away. Exclusive contests, trivia, tickets, and giveaways from the hottest sports show in town, The Sports Fix. Become a friend and follow The Sports Fix on Facebook today.
Message.
Hey, everybody. Listen up.
Listen up, guys.
Hey, guys. Listen up.
No one should ever hit a woman.
Not their wife, not their girlfriend, not their date. No woman should have to fear violence.
Especially not from someone they know and trust.
But that's the reality for too many women.
We have to change it.
It's up to each of us, because even one is too many.
Violence against women hurts all of us. Growing up, I was ashamed and afraid of my father when he abused my mom.
The worst abuse of power is when a man raises his hand to hurt a woman. We all have to take responsibility. So if you see someone threatening a woman, step up, speak out, and get help.
Dating violence hurts all of us. So step up and help end it. Because one is too many.
One is too many.
One is too many.
One is too many.
End the violence. Because it's wrong.
Because one is too many.
Football season is party season at Harry Buffalo North Olmsted. Everyone wins at Harry Buffalo. Every Saturday is Coors Light College Football Saturday with $6 pitchers, 4 bottles for $10, and the Buckeyes in full HD. Football season is most definitely party season, and your headquarters is Harry Buffalo North Olmsted all winter long. Harry Buffalo, join the herd.
you guys are rocking with Reggie Germany, former wide receiver of the Buffalo Bills and Ohio State Buckeye. You're rocking with the Sports Fix.
Oh, what you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Oh, what you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? Oh, what you gonna do?
Welcome back to the Sports Fix final segment. We're deep into hour 3 here as we roll on across the Sports Fix radio network. Hey, during this last segment, phone lines are open. Get in it, get down on it now, like Cool and the Gang is saying. 216-539-7535. I know several people tried to call during the last couple of segments, and we had guests on the line, so now they're open. Here is your opportunity. 216-539-7535. But we'll see. Hit it up. I'm gonna go off the air and listen to the mailbox, and I'll have people yelling at me that I didn't take their phone call when they called while the phones weren't open. So here's your shot. Call it. Take it. 216-539-7535. Email thesportsfix@AOL.com. Speaking of the email me if you're looking to play fantasy football. I saw Charles in the chat room earlier said, well, we answered yesterday's question. Where do you draft Josh Gordon in your fantasy football league? I'll tell you, this is why our draft is not being held until September 2nd, 2 days before the start of the season, after the final cuts have been done, because there's no way that I'm going to have somebody waste their first pick in the draft on a guy that goes down in week 2 of the preseason. It just ruins the integrity of everything that we were shooting to do. It's not fair. So, and I don't get it, because I know tons of friends of mine, and I'm talking big money cash leagues, friendly leagues, all different types, but that have already drafted their stuff, and people had to make that decision. Do I draft Josh Gordon? Some people took him very, very early, and I mean, again, we're talking about fantasy football. I mean, whatever level of integrity, but when there's money, prizes on the line, whatever. That's why if you run a league, follow my suggestion. Wait until the end of the preseason, because otherwise somebody is going to get screwed and they're going to feel like they were done wrong. So why even have any hard feelings? But obviously now I don't know. I guess we'll see if anybody in our league, hey, maybe somebody will draft him anyway. I've seen that. I have seen some of the worst drafting in some of the leagues we've done. I've seen people draft guys who were injured reserved for the season, and I'm like, do you not even read the newspaper? Like, do you not? Wow, whatever. So, but heads up for those of you in our league, this is the only time I'm going to warn you. I wouldn't draft Josh Gordon if I were you. But if you want to play in our league, we do have one spot open that I'm auctioning off. And by auctioning it, I simply mean everybody that wants in, I'm going to put their name in a hat and I'm going to draw one person out. And you're going to get to join the final spot in the Sports Fix Fantasy Football League. All you have to do, email us, thesportsfix@AOL.com, and say, hey, J-Rock, I want to play in the Fantasy Football League, and I will get a hold of you and let you know what the next step is. Speaking of fantasy football, looking ahead to tomorrow, 1:30 Thursday, you know what time it is, BJ Riddell, Fantasy Football for Winners. It happens every Thursday right here on the show. Tomorrow, 1:30, he'll be in the house, and we will be talking about the top three to five players at each and every key position throughout fantasy football. He's going to make his 10 bold predictions for 2014. Last year, 7 of his 10 came true, so we'll look at what he's looking at that nobody else is picking for next year. If you want the scoop and you want to look at your fantasy leagues the way nobody else does, if you want to do it like everybody else, just go click on the suggestions that they give you on ESPN.com, or you can listen to my man BJ Riddell every Thursday at 1:30 here on the show. He tells you who to play, who to sit, who to start, all of that stuff. Also tomorrow, Mike Brandenberry from DidTheTribeWinLastNight.com will be here. I'm interested to talk to him about his latest. I saw an article, I was reading it during the break actually, from those guys about the glass is half something, about the Indians' thoughts about the month of August. And he's got some interesting takes in here. Of course, we'll talk about that tomorrow. And the BSK is in the house. My man Kendall Lewis is here every Thursday at 12:15. Tomorrow he'll be checking in as we get ready to look at the Browns and the Bears tomorrow night, wrapping up the preseason. We'll take a glimpse into that, and we'll talk Josh Gordon and the effects of his suspension and all of that with Kendall Lewis, the BSK. So we got Kendall Lewis, Mike Brandenberry, BJ Riddell, a busy, loaded Thursday as it's going to be throughout football season here. Can't wait for that. Before we get to there, though, we got to roll through here and the rest of today and a couple of things. Obviously, Indians, we set the stage. Speaking of Mike Brandenberry and did the try win last night.com, they won last night. Tonight, they can make it 2 in a row, and they've got the right guy going. We already previewed it. Corey Kluber takes the mound with his 13-7 record, 2.46 ERA, of course, coming off of a loss, his first of the second half of the season, looking to bounce back tonight against the White Sox on the road. Hector Noesi takes the mound on the other side for the White Sox. He is 7-9 with 4.86 ERA. The White Sox are slumping. They've lost 7 in a row here. And again, like I said, they still showed some fight last night, so you can't look past them. But they do appear to be just reaching that point in the season where teams are done. And I'm not saying that they don't try to win, but they don't try as hard as they did a month ago or 2 months ago or at the beginning of the season. I think the White Sox may be reaching that point. If Corey Kluber can go out here and do the Corey Kluber thing, hey, think about it. 8 starts prior to his last start, 6-0 with a 1.3 ERA. And even his last start, I mentioned it earlier, if 80% of the starting pitchers in baseball would trade that all day long. He lost a game where he gave up 3 runs. He walked 4 in 7 innings. Some guys are going, man, that's a good day for me. It was a bad day for Corey Kluber. So, and I like what Terry Francona said about that. He's earned the right for us to expect that now. That takes a level of work, and he's done that. And this is interesting because we've talked about seeing him with the pressure on and how he grinds it down the stretch of a pennant race. Well, he's right there in it. Can they get to 5 over? As Dan just said, once you get there, what's the difference between 5 over and 10 over? And now all of a sudden we are really making some hay in the barn, as my man Colt McCoy used to say. The hay's in the barn, baby. But they got to go out there and make it happen. So Zach Walters, Corey Kluber, the guys going at it tonight against the White Sox. We'll be talking about it tomorrow with Mike Brandenberry from Did the Tribe Win Last Night.com. What else did I want to get into? Oh, I don't know if you guys heard. I just thought this was I saw it. I think I saw it last night and then did some more research on it this morning. But coming out of USC's college football program, the story of Josh Shaw, the cornerback. I don't know if this is center and all of that. I haven't been in the loop with that stuff, but he's down from the start of the season. He's got 2 high ankle sprains that have got him not able to play. But what was interesting about the story was when he came to practice and explained to the team why he was hurt and how he got injured, he gave them a story about how over the weekend he had jumped out of the second story of an apartment complex to save his drowning 7-year-old nephew from a pool. He told the Trojans and the coaching staff that his 7-year-old nephew did not know how to swim and was struggling and going underwater, so he jumped from the second story of the apartment complex into the pool. And now I guess there's been calls made to the university that this was not a true story, and the university has not made any statements about that. They've said, hey, he has continued to tell us his story. We are just asking for the opportunity for us to verify it, but they have not yet been able to verify his story. And then it took another twist because not only was the school initially skeptical when they heard the story, because it's just kind of out there. I mean, that doesn't happen all the time. Not saying that it couldn't happen. I mean, it's very heroic if it happened otherwise. But then I guess he had rejected, or media outlets had attempted to talk to the nephew and other family members and not been able to get verification of this story. And then on top of that, I guess somebody from the LAPD said that a man named Joshua Shaw, but unable to verify that it's the same Josh Shaw who is in this story from USC. But over the weekend, Saturday night, at the same time that he was apparently diving from the second story of the apartment building, he was involved in a break-in at a downtown apartment building, not as a suspect, but as part of it and part of the police report. Now, nobody has yet verified that one Joshua Shaw is the same as the other, but there's a lot of now speculation and trying to find out if that situation wasn't